That is intense. That's basically a guitar solo, which also has a guitarist. That is dangerously close to a word I'm not allowed to say on this channel, I don't think. But a chorus. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me for another reaction video. Today we are back with more Band-Maid and a song called Influencer. I've had a lot of people asking for this one. Right, so the internet is a crazy place. When you do reaction videos, you get to meet and speak to a lot of people online. And sometimes you strike up a bit more of a conversation and even a friendship. And that's exactly what happened with a gentleman named Ty Frank. If you don't know him, he's an author, he's a massive Band-Maid fan. And we got to have a call and subsequently a lot of kind of text interactions where it was largely about Band-Maid and specifically this song. Now, I haven't heard the song, of course. It's a first-time listen, but the way he spoke about the song really gave me like a lot of intrigue. He didn't give anything away, but it took him a couple listens and he was very much on board, super excited about it. So Ty, this one's for you, buddy. I'm excited to get stuck in. Without further ado, Band-Maid, Influencer. Let's see what you got. Okay, hang on a hot minute. Forgot to say this in the intro. I did put the subtitles on. A lot of people ask for that, so I thought I'd give it a go. I find it quite distracting, so it's hard for me to concentrate. I will do my best. I'm going back to the beginning. Okay, love how this song starts. That kind of harsh scraping, always very cool. But then it goes into that kind of gallop beat. That it's something that sets the rhythm and tone of a song, allows you as the listener to create a level of expectation around your involvement energy-wise, but it doesn't give too much away. Well, at least I don't think it will. Love that. There's a lot of panning and layering going on. A lot of kind of vocal layering, doubling up the backing vocals. I'm hearing more of the drums to the left. I'm hearing more of that guitar work to the right. There's like some crazy like little lead work pieces going on. But what I did like, and my instinct as a lifelong wannabe air drummer, is to kind of try and play along with the song, right? When it opened up a bit, I heard something there that sounded like a delay of like the snare hit when it went into a more traditional beat. And I want to hear that again before I comment any further. Stop in there again. We'll continue from here. I won't go back again, but that's exactly what I was talking about, right? So the delay, the slight delay, the very slight delay to create that kind of syncopated hits, which is just after the beats on the third phrasing, right? So within that cycle. It's things like that that make them brilliant. Listen out for that kind of thing. There's a lot going on, right? And so far, Band-Maid doing Band-Maid things. But listen out for that. That's what makes them special, is they don't settle. They could have just continued that regular beat, but no, do something extra, something that adds value in a way I couldn't have predicted it would. But now, thank God it's there. Awesome. Okay, listen a hot second. Now I'm picking up on some lyrics and very, very cool. I was kind of encouraged to put the subtitles on for this one. There aren't always subtitles available. There are for this. I'm picking up the theme of this. Very, very cool. Whoever mixed and mastered this, buy that person a beer or a car or a house. Buy them anything they want as long as they keep doing this, because when you talk about a musical canvas, as I always do, because I'm very artsy like that, I can't paint or draw at all. I'm terrible. My brother did my art homework for me in school. I shouldn't say that. Anyway, it's blank. It's open. You paint it. Verse, chorus, all these things. Sometimes you get to a point where you start layering too much. The colors become a bit mixed. There's no vibrancy. This is not the case here. This is a way of using very smart techniques, clearly an educated ear. And I'm going to assume a fair amount of production, not as in making things sound not the way they would live, as in layering and creating auditory value in a way that I don't think I hear that often at the moment. And if there's a band I'd like to hear it on, it's Band-Maid. Because what they do with their songwriting is special. And what they do with that special in studio is remarkable. So shout out that human being. Hang on. Before we do anything, because now we're going into bridge territory. We're going into bridge territory here. Hunky dory, not said enough. Not said enough. It's like whoopsie daisy. We need more of it. Could we please have some? I encourage you to use it in your daily activities. Now, that's a good place to pause. Very cool guitar. But more importantly, how it's played. There is an art to finding the correct guitar tone, and it's usually down. I'm a very self-conscious guitarist, so when I was in studio and I was mixing somebody else's stuff, and I was never paid to mix stuff, let me be clear, I'm not an engineer and I'm not a producer of any kind. I never have been, so, outside of my own music. But finding that tone is like a very personal thing, and it never feels good enough. It never feels right. It never feels live. You do it for somebody else, you get to find it and art it a little bit better. But there's something that is very sweet about this, albeit on the edge of being a little bit sharper. So sweetness, like the way I can describe it, which is difficult, when you strum down, there's this like rounding off of it, at least to me in my ears. It sounds sweet. Doesn't sound like it's just a digital distortion that's being pushed out in your face. It's very harsh and aggressive, which is often the intention. But because of the frequencies of it, because there isn't as much bass to it in this song, at least, as there is in maybe other songs. And I think that's because of how great the bass work is. It needs room to breathe. So when you take the sweetness and you give it just a little edge and you chuck it on top of that bass work, or what you end up with is a delicious song. Fantastic. Let's take it to the bridge.
の展望なんて正体不明じゃなんで社内マウントがせんちっちゃちっちゃ高まるアドバンテージマジコレフィルター神じゃん Push it like a check it out Share happy let's dance
Wait. Sorry, I need to hear this again. I did not give any of that the appreciation. I was too shocked. So cool. So just do what you do, which is just smash out the park every time. Create a great chorus, right? Get that in the back. Cool. Nice one. Thanks. Appreciate it. Great lead work. Yeah, if you could hang on to that real quick, we love that, right? Awesome melodies. Then if you could just rap a little. Oh, you got it? Awesome. Thanks. Appreciate that too. Hey, when you're done with that, swing it into a wild bass solo. I think that'll do the trick.
将来の展望なんて正体不明じゃなんで社内マウントがせんちっちゃちっちゃ高まるアドバンテージマジこれフィルター神じゃん Push it like a check it out Share happy let's dance Focus on that One more love shot
Wait, yes, I'll follow you right now. Yeah, this is fantastic, by the way. This is different, but fantastic. Just leading a little bit, I'll let it play out, and I'll just shut up. You guys are probably sick of me talking. Hey, and also, again, for the last time, go and listen to the song on its own first, then come listen to me yap about it, if it's your thing. Also, Ty, I now know why you like this one. Well, at least so excitedly. Bass solo. Ty is a bass player. Plays bass. He's quite modest about it, but I have a sneaky suspicion he's quite good. He seems to be good at quite a lot of things. Crazy bass solo. What I've always liked about the way she plays, and I am not a bassist, is I'm a massive Victor Wooten fan. Part of the discussions we've had as well. And the way that, you know, if you can hold that pick just right, so you can get a little bit of slap in and pop in, and then you can use the pick in between that, you can end up with a lot of natural tones where you can hear the effectiveness of the technique that you're trying to do, which is often finger-based or using your palm, and then you can get the pick where you can get the clang to it, right? You get the best of both worlds. Done very well there. Great guitar solo. Damn it. Damn it. All right.
今すぐ keep it like ね好きになっちゃうじゃん Surrender
Where is that, first of all? That's awesome. Where is that? Who else has done this that I need to look at? Mr. Ryan Meir. Let's click on him. Don't sue me. Oh, he's got like an intro thing. Okay. Yeah, go and have a look at him. Support his channel. There he is. There's his lovely face over there. He's done this. I will give it a watch as well. Fantastic. He does some great videos that I've seen. And I would highly encourage you. I'll put the link to his video in the description. And yeah, if it's your kind of thing and you're looking for more and you're on that train of looking at reactions to this song, then he's a goodie to go and do that too. That is intense. That's basically a guitar solo, which also has a guitarist. That is dangerously close to a word I'm not allowed to say on this channel, I don't think. But a chorus, which shall now forever be called a guitarist. I've got to be so careful with that. I want to say it again, slower, so that there's no evidence or no one clips this and I get in trouble. A guitarist. It doesn't matter. I will get in trouble regardless. YouTube hates me. It's a great song. That is a great song. It's weird. It's one of those where there's a lot of new elements, right? So when I hear a lot of new elements to a song, I'm not always sure. Sometimes I need more of a listen. That rapping piece, the amount of just pure show-offedness was pretty great. And I do very much like that one. A lot of energy. Caught some of the lyrics. I do find it quite difficult, but it was a nice, fun challenge as well to, like, you know, look at what the sentiment of the song is versus what they're trying to do in the background of it. And if you can marry those two things up, I guess you'd be an expert, which I am not. Fantastic song. So Ty, thank you for the the excited inspiration in the way you spoke about it, because I'm sure I would have gotten to it at some point, but it really made it a priority for me to look at it now. So I appreciate that. Ty is, as I mentioned, he's an author, he's a producer, he's kind of a unicorn, and he's got a show called The Expanse, and a book, of course, and he's got a cool podcast around it as well. So I'll put a link to his podcast if it is your kind of thing. I know there are quite a few people who watch my channel who do know him and do know the show, and I've seen that in some of the Discord servers, so I'll put a link there, and you guys should definitely support him. It's largely about the show and just kind of filmmaking in general, and just a lot of great discussion. So I would go and support him on that. It is remarkable what these girls can do, and I don't think we're scraping the surface. I think they are finding their feet and their rhythm with how they are able to shock us, entertain us, impress us. Long may it continue. And I'm absolutely ready for more. So tell me what the next one is. Put a link to whatever the video is so I know I get the right one. If there's a live performance, that helps a lot, because I don't want to pick the wrong one, the audio is bad, or kind of ruin like a first time listen. So that would be really helpful. Until the next one, be safe, be nice to each other, and have a hunky-dory day.